Want to welcome our viewers from around the globe to Legacy, the Nigeria Originals, your one-on-one talk show with the amiable host, Amaka Beké. Today on the show is a NaijaBest, Mr. Tobi Adeyemo. Tobi, you're welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. The NaijaBest part, I'm not sure of, but
well, we are the Niger Originals.
That's right.
Mr. Adeyemo, please tell our viewers who you are and where you live.
My name is Tobi. My last name is Adeyemo, Tobi Adeyemo. I live in Atlanta, Georgia, in the United States. I'm presently in Kentucky working, and I travel across states doing the kind of job that I do. But my base is in Atlanta, so I'm based in Atlanta, Georgia.
Once again, you're welcome aboard Legacy.
Thank you for having me.
So Tobi, what's your Nigerian heritage? What do you identify as?
That's a question that usually raises different answers from me. My parents are Yoruba, so I'm supposed to be Yoruba, right? I speak Yoruba very well, but I was born and raised in Bauchi State. So I'm Hausa and Yoruba as well. I used to joke with people that maybe tomorrow, someday tomorrow, if I want to be president, I'll Hausa people and say, hey, I'm Hausa, I was born and raised there, I speak Hausa very well. And
yeah.
And we will talk and they will feel I'm Nigeria, and come to the south and say I'm Yoruba. My name is Tobi Adeyemo. I'm from here. I'm from Oyo State, and I'll also blend in. So it will be easier to communicate to voters that way than
yes.
one-sided. But I was born and raised in Bauchi State, and I am Yoruba. I'm from Oyo State, Nigeria.
Wow, that's interesting because we actually have something in common. I was born and raised in Kano State.
Wow.
I'm also Hausa.
Oh, okay. That's good.
Yeah.
The Igbo part is what I am looking forward to.
Yeah. I'm the Arewa.
Your Igbo originally,
yes, of course. Right?
Okay.
Yes, because my parents are Igbo. I'm Enugu State.
Enugu State, okay. Okay,
so that's interesting. I actually feel like, for some of us who had the opportunity or blessing to be born in the North, we tend to see Nigeria differently. We tend to see Nigeria as one.
Absolutely.
We tend to understand across the board, regardless of people's, would I say, perspectives or, so we are very open-minded. We are more accepting of people.
Because the Hausa people, to a natural Southerner, to a natural Yoruba person who has not lived in the Northeast, they see the Hausas as
enemies. Yeah.
We call them funny names, but that's not the real picture.
That's not.
When you never know them, they're really good people.
Very good people.
Very accommodating. They're very friendly. They're very trustworthy.
Very trustworthy. I was going to say that too.
That we don't
very
even have.
Yes.
So I'll take an Hausa friend any day, anytime.
Any day, anytime. Yes. And I'll represent Hausa any day, anytime.
That's right.
You're looking for a Hausa girl, call me.
Call you.
I am one.
Okay, I'll take down your number now that I know, so that we can call you up.
That's quite interesting.
Good to know.
So Tobi, how are you, NaijaBest? Giant of Africa, proudly Nigerian and Super Eagle.
Well, yes, I am a Super Eagle fan. And that is if you look at it from the football perspective.
Not from the football perspective, of course.
I know, but but I try to represent my country anywhere that I go. I try to put up a positive attitude, to work very hard, take care of myself and my family, and represent the country that I come from. It's easy when you're outside of Nigeria the first question people ask you is, where are you from? As soon as
Yeah.
you open your mouth and talk, and they can sense an accent here and there, oh, they'll be like, oh, where are you from? And then you can proudly say you're Nigerian if what you're doing is good. They want to
Yes.
associate with you because you're giving excellent service. You're one of the best in
Yes.
what you do. You're
Yes.
providing something that others cannot do. And because of that, everybody wants to be friends with you. They want to associate with you. But if you're
Yes.
doing the negative things, nobody wants to associate with you. So I try the best that I can to put up the best of my abilities for me, not because I'm trying to impress anybody. I
Yeah.
do that for me, and the end result from that is people accept you and appreciate what you are. They can say, "Oh, there's a general perspective of Nigerians to be fraudsters, bad people." They say, "Oh, I know quite a few. I know just one of them. If I don't know three, I know one, and I want to be that one that
Yes.
people are talking about to be a positive Nigerian across the globe."
Wow. That is amazing how you put it, because yes, it's very easy for Nigeria or Nigerians to be known for the negative, which I think the little um, amount of people across the globe may have put us on the bad spot.
That's right.
But the truth is, Nigeria is a big country. You know, the is a highly populous, the most populous nation in Africa, and it doesn't even matter if it's Nigeria. The whole world has their good and their bad. There's always stereotype with every nation.
That's
So
right.
Nigeria is just the same as any other nation out there who have their stereotype. And the truth is, a lot of Nigerians are well-educated, hardworking individuals, taxpayers. You know, they build economies in countries where they reside. So yes, we are good people, and we want to sing our own praise. If
That's
no one
right.
else will say it, we want to sing
Yeah, and like you
it.
said, there are stereotypes everywhere.
Yes,
Why are they not talking about the Nigerians who are professors in university
right.
doing great things? Why are they not talking about Nigerians who are doctors in all of the hospitals across the U.S.
Yeah.
uh,
And I
doing
think they do
great
talk, but
things?
the talking is more in the on the minimal. Like,
Yeah, they don't
yeah, it
celebrate those
shouldn't be
ones.
minimalized.
You know, they should talk more about the positive side than the few scanty
Yeah,
one-offs and the negative sides.
true.
We got all that all over the world. Everybody got theirs.
Yeah,
It shouldn't be.
absolutely.
It shouldn't be just Nigeria.
So, Toby, what's your personal philosophy?
Huh. My philosophy in life is, if you cannot fly,
Woo!
run. If you cannot
Yes,
run, walk. If you
yes,
cannot walk, crawl. Whatever you need to do, just keep moving.
moving. Wow, that's
Yeah, keep
amazing.
moving, keep
Yes,
hustling,
yes,
keep trying. You will meet obstacles on the road here and there. It's not going to be a smooth
most right.
journey of life, but as long as you keep moving, there's a
You
possibility
will get there.
that you get there. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. So, how have you embraced the American culture?
I don't have a choice embracing it.
Yeah.
The American culture is a diversified one. And when you say American culture, it depends on who you're talking about. Are you talking
Whoa.
about Black Americans? Are you talking about white Americans or Indian Americans or
Hmm.
Latino community? They're all part of America. America is a multicultural, multi-ethnic country. But in all,
Wow.
the general perspective that Americans have is a little bit contrary. It's a little bit on the other side of the fence to our Nigerian cultures and values.
Yeah.
I'm a very cultural person. I've lived in Nigeria most of my life, so I know what it is like to be African. You know, some of our values or norms or traditions or ways of life, they're not acceptable here. The way someone is supposed to dress, for instance,
Yeah.
it's not the way we dress in the back of home is not how we dress here. And sometimes I purposefully dress traditionally and go to a Walmart or go to a mall, and everybody's looking at. I'm aware everybody's looking at me, but
Yeah.
I walk majestically and go around. And if you have a problem with that, you can come ask me, hey, how are you doing? I like your dress. I'll be like, thank you. What is it called? Oh, so this is Alari, this is Sonyo, this is Ofi, this is Adada. You know, I'll explain it to them. They'll be like, oh, why? Can I take pictures? Well, yeah, of course. Nigeria, speaking part of Nigeria. So I find that when people see things that are different, different has always been something they kind of criticize or run away from.
Yeah.
But if you bring it to them in a package that is acceptable, then you'll understand it and not see it as something strange.
Yeah, or a package that is admirable.
Admirable,
Yeah, because when people admire something, they tend to want to know more. They're curious
more about it. Yes, yes. So there's this gap that has been created between people of different cultures. When you don't speak people's language, that is a big gap between you and that person. But
yeah,
it shouldn't be. It shouldn't be. It's just something you can stretch a bridge across, and then you guys will meet somewhere in the middle, even though you're from different cultures and backgrounds. So the American culture has not been easy to accommodate. The food, the weather, the dressing, the
yeah,
culture, the traditions.
a lot of changes and
A lot of
adjustments.
changes, yeah, and adjustments, and it's a lifetime to fully adjust to fully
Oh,
adjust to those. So
tell
I'll
me
say
about it.
I'm just getting started.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm
And you
just
got it. You're gonna get there anyways, eventually.
absolutely,
So
absolutely.
is there any way that the American culture has integrated with your Nigerian values, cultural values?
Uh, yes, there are several ways in which that will happen. You know, we can't be Nigerians like we used to be over here. For instance, um, the way that we interact with our women, and I'll say that not to put down anyone, but generally Nigerian men uh, grew up to know women to be a little bit below them. That's the general perspective of the Nigerian man on the
Yeah.
street. But over here, if anything, the woman is above the man.
The reverse is the
You
case.
know, so if you come with that mentality to America, you're gonna have a problem. You know,
Yes.
uh, uh, if you have that in you before, you had better change it because you're gonna have a lot of problems with everybody at work and the church and the community. Everybody that you meet with, you gotta understand that the woman is the least you can
The
have
treasure.
is your equal. You can't have a woman that is below you. No, no. And you
No.
have to really, really understand that. You have to know
Yes.
what that means in
Yeah.
every aspect of your life.
Yeah.
Because
In a practical sense.
correct.
Practical sense of it, not just the theory.
Not just me saying, "Oh, I understand it." You have to live it. You have to
Yes.
speak it. You have to dream it. You have to blend with the community and understand it that it is what it is. It's not our culture. It's not our way of life. So there are influences here and there. The academic environment is also a little different. Back at back at home, we go to libraries. We have lecturers who give us materials. We never come to class. We have a lot
Yeah.
of academic environment that are different.
Or
But
your friends who, take care of your stuff when you're not in school.
you
But not
know,
over here.
not over here. Over here, the lecturers are just another um, teacher across the street. They are judged based on your performance, so they want you
Yeah.
to succeed. You know,
Yeah.
and everything they're trying to teach you is what you can access. You know, you can watch a video afterwards, you can go online and research. Education is a little bit more easier. The questions you're going to be asked even in an exam, there's a probability, depending on what you're studying, that you can have those questions online.
Yes.
That you can have a pre-test. There are some exams that you have a pre-test. You go see the questions first, you attempt them, and then if you can, you go back into the exam hall and try them. So there are better ways that says most Nigerians will have an A or anything more than an A, because we've gone through a different and a more rigorous educational
system. Yes.
So when you come over here, you can't relax. It's child's play to most of us, because
we've done the most.
We've done the worst.
Before now. That is true.
Lecturers who never came to class before the exam.
Oh, yeah.
They'll come 2 times, give you materials, and you still have to pass that course.
Yeah, so you still have
if we pass those courses, this ones will not be in our favor.
That's true. Thank you for capturing that.
Thank you. You're welcome.
So, Toby, what keeps you grounded? What keeps you motivated?
Motivation. I'm always motivated for the places that I've worked. Back in Nigeria, before I came here, I've worked in a number of places. My being is someone who likes to achieve. I like to achieve a lot. I like to take strides.
Yeah.
When people are sitting, I'm already awake. When they're sleeping, I'm doing things. I always like to be a step or 5 steps ahead. And I know a lot of people say life is not a competition. And not for people like me. I like to compete,
Yeah.
Find anyone to compete with, I compete against myself,
Yes.
I try to push myself to do things. So my motivation is where I'm coming from. I'm coming from a very remote part of Nigeria where nobody even knows, Coming from a lot of poverty and penury, and I consider myself lucky to have an opportunity to do something about it. So that's enough motivation. I can't oversleep. I can't lag behind. I can't be the one found wanting. I can't be careless. So I motivate myself every day to get up. Get up an extra hour earlier. Plan. Plan your day. Pray about it. Do this. Do that. Just to make sure your day goes right. Make sure you plan next week. You plan next year.
Yeah.
There are things that I want to do next year that we're talking about already now. So there's enough motivation. I can't wait till next year to start talking about it, because it's already
That's true. Wow, that is so interesting. Always good to be the one to motivate yourself and push yourself beyond imagination, because it's very easy to conform or to judge yourself based on things happening around you and try to find someone that you're better off. No, always look for someone who is better than you and let them be the would I call it the gauge for your own personal maybe pursuit or motivation. Thank you so much. Is there, Toby, is there any, or are there any Nigerian or Yoruba cultures or traditions that you still practice while living in America?
Absolutely. I just told you about the clothing.
The native, yeah.
I like to wear
I don't forget that.
I like to wear natives a lot. And when I wear natives, I put on the complete gear. I put on a cap. I put on the agbada sometimes. Because that drags attention to you. Anywhere you go, everybody looks at you. Oh, wow, they must have seen it in movies, but seeing it in person is a lot different.
It's always different, yes.
Yeah. So I like to do that. Our food as well. I like to eat a lot of Nigerian food, because you can't just come over and transplant and start eating American food just like that.
You can take the man away from Nigeria. You can't take Nigeria away from the man.
Never. And also, I try to speak the Nigerian language as much as best as I could to people. You know, I
Yeah.
speak Yoruba deeply. I mean,
Whoa.
I don't speak just communicative Yoruba.
Yeah.
I speak deep Yoruba. You know,
Yeah.
you can go down that down that lane some other time, but I speak some other Nigerian languages as well.
Yeah.
So if I find anyone around, like maybe I'm on a flight or I'm in a Uber, and I see a Nigerian
Yeah.
driving the Uber, I try to communicate. You know,
Yeah.
I try to let's go back.
And pidgin English. Nigerian pidgin.
Oh yeah. Some of my colleagues, and then we go down, you know, waffles and you
Oh
know,
wow.
yeah. So the language, yes, the culture, yes, the food, yes, the clothing,
Yes.
yes, and as much as
And the music.
oh, absolutely, the music. Uh, thank you for that. I almost forgot that the dance, because I
The
dance.
dance.
Yeah, the dance, the African steps. In our drums and our chants, because I can chant
Yeah.
well. Uh, I try to do all of that too. And if I find myself among kids, I like to do programs with kids, you know, in church or something like that. I try to tell them about folklore stories,
Mm.
folklore
Yeah.
proverbs, you know,
Oh,
folklore things like that.
that is lovely.
We can joke about and reminisce on.
So what is Toby known for?
I'm
What are you
known
mostly known for? A sort of,
I'm known for different things to a lot of other people. All of my life, I've been a multifaceted person. The face that you see today may not be the face that is active tomorrow, but they're all positive things. To some people, I'm known for soccer. I play soccer a lot. To some people, I'm known for banking. To some people, I'm known for IT. To some people, I'm known to be a comedian. To
mm,
some people, I'm known to be a drama, movie producer, actor. You know, to some people,
variety Toby.
some people, I'm a broadcaster. To some people, you know, it's what you know of me. At what time do you know me? That's what I'm known for in different phases. But what do I want to be known for?
Mm,
All of those areas, they can know me for whatever they think I am. I can't control that. But
yeah,
what I want to be known for is that guy that sets pace, the pace setter.
yeah.
Uh, I like to be that guy that stands up when people sit, you know, I said
Mm,
that earlier, that speaks up when people are quiet, that speaks up
wow, awesome.
who don't have a voice. Uh, I'm not there yet. I'm not where I would want to be, but I hope I'll be there someday. And then what I'm saying now will make a lot of sense when the time finally comes. But all in all, I want to be that persistent person that never gives up on anything, uh, that achieved all his heart desires like every other
Mm,
person.
yes.
Range and and uh, encourages others to come up that line that he has set ahead of them.
So are there two words that describe Toby? Or what are these words?
Two words: persistence, perseverance.
Wow,
I'll say those two words.
great. What have you observed as the major problems facing Nigerians in diaspora, and how might these problems be contained?
I think the main problem that we have, from my own perspective, is that Nigerians we're not united. I
Oh,
mean, we we go to parties together, we do all that, but in the real sense of it, we're not together. We're not
what a
united.
shame. What a shame.
And the reason is not because anybody wants to. It's just our cultural background, how we were back home before we got here. And if you look at other ethnic groups or tribal groups like the Indians, like the Spanish community, the ones we call Cocoyes, the Jamaican community. If you look at the Red Indians, they're all in a circle where they can drag each other. And I'll use Indians for example.
Yeah.
IT world is plagued by Indians.
Wow.
They help themselves up. They buy a whole neighborhood, put themselves in houses in rich neighborhoods, help each other to acquire gas stations. You see,
wow.
Gas
Powerful.
owned by Indians.
Powerful.
3 people combine their money. You have 50,000, I have 50, you bring it together, 4 people, that's 200,000.
Yeah.
200,000 in the bank is $2 million.
Wow.
By the time they get that, they can do businesses and share the profits.
Yes.
But Nigerians we don't think that way. I want to be me, myself, and I.
Yeah, me, myself, and I.
If I don't have the money, I'm not doing it. I'm not coming together with anybody. I don't want to be friends with anybody. I can't help them. And when you need help from Nigerians as well, it's hard.
It is.
Get anybody to.
Some people can hold help.
That's right.
Yeah.
So that for me, I see it as a major problem that is hindering us. Everything Nigerians achieve, they kind of achieve it, and we achieved a lot. Not to take anything away from what we've achieved.
Yeah.
But most of those things are achieved individually.
Imagine what it will look like when it's collective.
When it's collective, when it's collective. Things are looking up though. They're starting to, people have noticed this, and there are forums created, WhatsApp groups where things like this are discussed, where people come together and share information about it. We don't even share information. You heard about something that is good, you want to keep it to yourself. Some people
meanwhile, it might not even be mature. Better to share it and have someone else
share it to others
and
let others to benefit from it.
Yeah.
But that for me is one major problem. How do we solve that?
Yeah.
Well, I'm not sure if in this our age, because of the upbringing, the way of life of people, I'm not sure if we can change it, but we can change it in our children. The kids coming up. If you train them and let them know this is wrong, you got to do it differently. Maybe their own generation can do it right.
I believe they have better understanding. The thing is, are they going to be able to cooperate?
Yeah, that's up to the parents. That's up to them to try to consistently tell them.
Yeah.
Preach to them about
channel their energy towards
that.
Being proudly Nigerian and being proud of what forms you.
Because it's sometimes it's a thing of shame. The community sometimes want to make it look like it's a bad thing to come from Africa, to come from Nigeria. They say, oh, that's the kid from Africa. They talk about them like, oh, they have an accent. So I told them,
so what?
It's nothing to be ashamed
That's
of.
my identity.
Yeah, I speak 4 or 5 languages. Yes, and I have an accent.
Yes.
I have an accent because I speak 5 languages. We have H intrusion in Africa. Do you know why? I always educate people. They laugh and say, oh, why did you say the Hawa is come? The reason why I said that is the Yoruba alphabet does not have an H.
An H, yeah.
We don't have H in the Yoruba, so it's a semi-vowel sound in the Yoruba alphabetical order.
Yeah.
Every consonant sound, every vowel sound, I beg your pardon.
Yeah.
We add the H to it. A-E-I-O-U. When they come up in any word, the Yoruba person adds an H to it.
An H to it.
But come off it. We speak 5 languages. Of course we have an accent. It's nothing to be ashamed of.
Yeah.
We have an
accent.
accent
To be ashamed of.
If you go from America to England, every American will have an accent in England.
And every English will have an accent to American.
Over here.
And they admire the accent.
Yeah, it's not just people admire.
Both admire the accent, so why not us?
I don't feel ashamed about it. I'll make sure that my own kids don't feel ashamed about it.
At all.
And that's what everybody should do, so that our heritage will be preserved.
We will preserve and be upheld.
So that we will not lose out on anything eventually.
Great. You're a great guy.
Thank you.
Greatness runs in you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
So, Toby, do you have a favorite? Oh, I think we've talked about this. Oh, favorite Nigerian artist
My artists are a little
and
funny.
favorite Nigerian music, as well as favorite Nigerian music.
So I have my favorite Nigerian artist is Lagbaja.
I
Don't
like
laugh,
Lagbaja as well.
laugh. And I might
Go,
have.
you know, go,
That's
you know,
right.
go,
That's
you know.
right. The guy is a very talented artist. Apart from the music, he
Mm.
does a lot of work on his composition, on his music, on his instrumental
Wow.
orchestra. If you're someone who appreciates music, you listen to how the drums blend into the guitar, to the
Yeah.
piano, to the accordion, to the
Yeah.
saxophone. All of those musicals come together, and he actually has a script for his music.
Wow.
He's one guy that goes the extra way. He doesn't just write music, oh, just write it, put a beat, and let's go. No,
Wow.
he puts a lot of details into even the bass guitar. The bass guitar, the bass guitar is something you can listen to alone and you will appreciate Lagbaja's music. So he's one of the so many guys that I love to listen to his music.
Yeah.
That I don't listen to the video and whiskey
I
and
mean,
all.
I could hardly find a Nigerian or a Lagosian who doesn't love Lagbaja.
Yeah, that's
And I
right.
think Lagbaja lives on. It doesn't even matter that for a while now he hasn't released a new song. But
Yeah,
there's no party Lagbaja songs are played.
doesn't
I
come
don't
up.
see everyone go wild.
Oh wow, that's
Kids and adults alike.
yeah,
It's amazing.
yeah.
And I respect that guy. Oh my God. I pray for the day I get to meet him. He's
Okay.
he's one of the legends that I'm looking forward to meeting. I hope and pray that I eventually get to meet him alive.
Amen, amen. Well,
Amen.
if you meet him, you wouldn't even know if it's the real one or
That's
the
what
fake
they're
one.
saying. Like, why is he
As long
messing
as
with
he
us?
has, I can decide to put on some things now
And
and
be
say,
a Lagbaja. Oh
but
my God.
how would you have known?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Okay. I hope I meet the real one. Because I know
Okay.
anyone can pull off Lagbaja on me
On
just to
you,
just to impress.
yeah. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed
Yeah,
now.
fingers crossed. So what's the best advice you have ever been given and by who?
My best advice
That
will
you
be
have ever
from
been
my
given?
dad.
Oh,
Yeah, my dad.
nice.
My dad gave me an advice a long time ago, and God bless his soul, is resting now.
Oh, this is
Uh, he told me that money shouldn't be seen for what it is. Don't see money like I have 200 naira or $200 and I'm gonna live my life based on that. Don't respect people because they have money.
mm,
Don't disrespect people because they have money. Don't make actions based on what your balance is or what your worth is.
wow.
Money is just an end to a means.
Mm,
It's not the means itself. It's what you can do with it that actually matters. It's if you have $200 million, for instance, in
yeah,
a bank account, you don't have anything. You don't have anything. As far as you have the money, it's in your name.
yeah,
But until it's what you can do with that money
yeah.
that shows, that matters at the end of the day. It's not the money in the account. God forbid if you die, is not yours.
Someone else. True.
Someone else's money. So
Yes.
it's what you do with it while you're here that really matters. And I've held on to that for a long time. Um, I don't, and I see that's a culture in America. Everything circles around money. It's my money, it's your money. They're always on argument around around money. I find that amusing because I don't see myself in that light.
Yeah.
It's based on that advice that I got from my dad a long time ago.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
So what's Tobi Adeyemo's legacy? What would you like to be remembered for when your time is done on earth?
That's a long time from now.
Oh yeah, of course. I agree.
When my time is done, I want to, I hope to be remembered for how I helped the helpless. And I think I've echoed this like 2 or 3 times already in the middle of this discussion. How I have stood up where people sat down, you know.
Yeah,
And for those who have known me, anybody that has worked with me or, you know, in the past, we've had a relationship together, we schooled together or anything, that has always been me, you know, especially when I started working. I don't hesitate to speak up, you know, regardless of who I am speaking to. As long as what I'm saying is right, I'm not usually the best of policy followers. Policy has to make a lot of sense and it has to be in the right, you know, in the right frame of mind, in the right context.
mm-hmm.
I'm not an anti avant-garde person. No, I'm not an avant-garde person. It's just that I hate oppression. Uh, I'm not 6'5", so it's not physical strength that I depend on. But I prefer a situation where the hopeless get some hope. If there
Yeah,
was anything I can do to help, I would not be quiet. If there was anything I can do to help anyone up, to help myself up, I will not sit down. Because they say tyranny and oppression and the bad things of life, they only happen. They only
yeah.
continue to happen.
They thrive if the good people say nothing.
Keep quiet and do nothing and say nothing about it. So if you know you're trying to be a good person, you had better start at speaking up, showing up, you
Mm,
know, when the time is needed. Because the majority of the people will be quiet. The
true,
majority of the people will be silent. They will not make a move. They will
true.
save their job when they're supposed to speak. Oh, if I talk, I'll get fired.
Yeah.
If I talk, I can get killed. If I
Mm,
talk, if I step up for that lady, you know, the lady is being oppressed, and
mm,
sit there and keep quiet because it's not you. Okay.
that is,
Uh,
and it's gonna come to you. It's only time.
eventually, yeah.
Yeah.
So why don't we all speak up now and fight for the right things?
Yes.
Get things done easier that way
Yeah.
than just sit down and wait. So I want to be,
Making sure that everyone, added their 2 cents to it.
yeah,
You do
absolutely,
your part, I do my part. The work is easy, and we're all done.
absolutely, absolutely.
Congratulations, and thank you very much for coming on the show.
Thank
Thanks to
you.
the generous viewers for stopping by and for keeping up with us. I hope you love this chat, and we're going to get more of this for you, as well as our roundtable discuss, which gets aired every single week. Thanks for stopping by, and thanks, Tobi, for coming on board. And I hope to see you again in other segments, on other segments in the near future.
Absolutely, absolutely. Thank you for having me. I appreciate you. It was nice chatting with you.
Yeah, thank you. It was nice chatting with you as well. It's a pleasure. And
Thank you.
it's one love from your amiable host, Amaka Beké, the host of Legacy, the Niger Originals.